Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I just landed in London with Nothing to check out their first ever over-ear headphones, and they are some of the most distinct and unique looking over-ear headphones I've ever seen. Here's just a quick sneak peek. All right, but we are going to unbox these, take a look what comes inside. I did that back in the studio before I left, so we'll cut over there and then cut back here, and I'll give some impressions. I was able to wear these on the plane ride over. Nothing also announced a new phone that I will be covering as well, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when those videos go live. But anyways, let's get into it, unboxing the Headphone 1 from Nothing. Very unique box for the Nothing Headphone 1. Nothing always does a good job with their packaging. Sound by KEF. Let's flip it over and pull it open. Sliding the box out that's on the inside, there is an outline with texture of the actual headphones. And flipping open our box reveals the case. A very square design, a felt feel to it that's very comfortable to hold. There's an indent right here, a little added grip, and kind of their signature indent. Let's see what else we get. The standard quick start guide plus a 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter cable, which has a decent length to it. You also get the Nothing branded USB Type-C to Type-C cable for charging. The zipper has some Nothing branding on it. Let's get these open and see what they look like. I'm really excited. Here's the grand reveal. Flipping it open, there they are in the white color. Do not eat this, and up towards the top in the inside, ooh, this is a really nice soft touch feel. There is some storage here, which is great for those charging cables and aux cable as well. Taking these out of the case, that is everything that is inside. So they just sort of set in right here. It doesn't feel like there's any magnets or anything, so you just sort of have to line it up and drop them in. But with that being said, since they sit like that, the case is very slim. So that's the plus side of them sitting like that. They'll fit very easily in a bag. Now, let's take a close look at probably one of the most unique designed over-ear headphones I have ever seen from Nothing. There's a lot going into it, so let's take a close look at this hardware. They are completely adjustable in and out depending on your head size. There's some accents along the band here. A look at the right side saying Nothing Headphone 1. These aren't buttons right here. There is a button right here, however, and just a look at the internals, more of a clear design of the internals. This will turn right there, so 45 degrees, and then more buttons on the right side here, and then sort of a trigger. I wouldn't say it's more of a button. It goes up and down. So we'll test out all of this, talk about the functionality, and I believe this is a microphone, another switch, USB Type-C port, LED indicator light, and there is our 3.5 millimeter jack. Some really soft cushioning, actually, almost like a gel-like feel to the inner ears. I'm excited to try these on. Don't worry, we'll try them on. And that extends up towards the top of the head as well for just more cushioning. Let's take a look at our other cup. Sound by KEF. Very similar design, just showing off the internals. Looks like there's no buttons at all. I believe that's just another microphone. So all of the buttons are all on the right side. I believe this is the right side. I'd like to touch back on this button that's above, like I said, this little trigger down here. It actually will slide and roll up and down as well as press in like a button. Let's talk about all that functionality and actually get these set up and paired with my phone as well. Turning them on, they go right into pairing mode, flashing that LED indicator. One device found right away on my phone, and you can allow contacts if you'd like to. There's a new voice AI for seamless interaction with ChatGPT, if that's something you're interested in. This button is a custom button. It will go to your voice assistant if, say, you pair it with an iPhone. However, you can fully customize it. Channel hop, you can go to ChatGPT, the default one, but also EQ presets, mic mute, and just a lot more. You can switch between noise cancellation, transparency, and just off. That noise cancellation has different levels, including adaptive spatial audio, so it will track where your head is facing that 360 audio tracking. Bass enhancement on and off, but also an equalizer, a very simple one or a much more advanced one for sound tuning. You've got gain, frequency, Q factor, and autosave, so a lot of options to fully customize this. There's a firmware update installing. Aside from this button, you do have this roller, which will turn the volume up and down. Pressing it will play and pause, and pressing and holding on it will change that noise cancellation mode. Now this toggle here will allow you to go forward or back on tracks. So you don't have to triple press or mess around with any of that. You can just go forward or back. If you press and hold, it will start to skip through the song, and then you can let go and it will continue to play. Same thing if you go backwards and reverse. A quick look at all of the options you have for the controls with the button, the roller, and the paddle that will even hang up and answer calls. Also a low lag mode in case you're playing games, high quality audio, AAC or LDAC, over-ear detection for play pause, and dual connection. You can connect up to 2 devices at once. All right, so let's put these very distinct headphones on and give some impressions. First of all, putting them on, you just sort of have to find your length on each side. It's not all that hard, and the mechanism's pretty easy. Overall, I mean, the noise canceling was solid on the flight. I was pretty impressed. Not the best of the best, but for $300, it did a really good job. Generally, over-ear headphones have very good noise canceling. All right, so a quick side profile to the right so you can see that, and then turning over to the left just so you can sort of see a complete look. Very unique style. I hope this works. One thing I noticed is when I switch the volume with the roller, it's really easy to find because of how distinct the feel is, but it's also almost instant when I'm switching the volume, and as well as that toggle. If I go forward, it should skip forward songs, and going back, also almost instant. I should be able to skip through by holding, but it wasn't working, so I'm gonna have to dive into settings and figure out why. But anyways, overall, a solid package for that $299 price point that they're offering, so definitely worth considering. I've used their earbuds for a really long time, and at the price point, it's a really good package, so I'm expecting just about equal results from these headphones. Anyways, drop a comment, let me know what you think. If you like this unique design, if it's something you're gonna check out, I'll link to everything down below. Like I said, more content coming soon. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.